Hey guys, I'm back with a new video today. In today's video, I'm doing an updated Diona build guide. I want to make some changes from my last build guide video on Diona. And I have been playing her a lot. She's my main support heal now in my team. And I basically love her. And I realized there's some other good things that you can run with her. So first of all, let's get right into this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't. And I want to jump right into the artifacts. We'll go through the skills and everything later, but I want to talk about the artifacts. In the last video, I messed up a little bit when it came to the artifacts. I want to correct that real quick. So if you already have a character that is already running an Noblesse Oblige set in your team, then you don't want to have two sets of Noblesse Oblige set. But if you don't have any of your characters having a Noblesse Oblige set, then a Noblesse Oblige set is really good to have in your team. Why you don't want to have two of them is because this 4 set does not stack, which means that either you have to be really good at timing the set effect, or it's basically just to run one in the team. The 4 set works really good for my team is because when Diona uses her elemental burst, which heals, will increase my party member's attack, which is Razor, by 20%, which helps him doing with his burst. So they go really well along. Now, if you already have Noblesse Oblige set or you don't want to run it, there's other great options for Diona. Two great options that I would run with for Diona is 2 set Maiden, not the 4 set, 2 set Maiden, which gives you character healing effectiveness by 15%, and I will run 2 set either Exile or Scholar, which gives energy recharge by 20%. You want to have high energy recharge on her so she can get her elemental burst faster. But if you want to have her in her secondary, like let's say you want to have her in the secondary Spiral Abyss team, so you don't want to invest too much in her, then I would go for either a 4 set Exile set or a 4 set Maiden set. So that are the two options for her. But try to get a 2 set Maiden, 2 set Exile. But if you want to don't invest too much, go for a 4 set Exile. Now, this is if you already have an Noblesse Oblige set in your team. Now, when it comes to stats, you want to have as high HP as possible for Diona. The reason is because the higher her HP is, the more she heals, and that's basically what you want her. You want her to be able to heal as much as she can with her signature mix, and the higher her HP is, the more shield strength she gets from her shield. So focus the HP, and energy recharge is also a good skill to focus on her, except from HP. So HP, this one feather you will just get attacked, but everything else you can go for HP with the energy recharge stat out of that. So that is how I would hear her when it comes to her stats and the sets. But let's move on and talk about the weapon. Now there's two great weapons for her. The best one, if you have rolled it, is the Sacrificial Bow. In my opinion, it gives energy recharge, which is really good for her. And when attacking or damaging a opponent with the elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown, which is great because when it comes to her skills, if you hold her shield skill, it will get a 16-second cooldown. So if you get a reset on that, you get your shield removed, and you can change to her again and use the skill again, another shield. Now I will show you guys later how amazing this shield is, but let's talk about the other bow that is good is the Favonius bow that you get for free by doing the quest. But that is also a good option for Diona if you don't have this bow already. So those are the 2 bows that I recommend for her: Favonius bow, War bow, or Sacrificial bow. Now let's talk about her constellations real quick. Now, constellations by Mike, Diona is 0 constellations, completely free to play when it comes to constellations. And honestly, her constellations are great. I really want to get this one for co-op. They later put on some hard co-op content. This shaken not purred skill is amazing. It will give shields to nearby characters on the field, which is really cool. So that's a really good co-op support skill to our constellation to unlock. Now the other constellations are also great. We have this Cat's Tail closing time is amazing. Increased incoming healing bonus by 30% if the HP falls below 50%. Or if it's over, elemental mastery increase by 200. So great for support overall. But even a C0 Diona is amazing. So let's talk about her skills real quick. Now, Icy Paws is my favorite skill when it comes to her. It makes a shield, and it has a higher absorption rate when it comes to cryo damage. And you know, cryo enemies can be really annoying, so that is really helpful, but it also helps against other elements, of course. Now, if you hold the skill, it will last longer, will be stronger, but the cooldown will be longer on it. But if you just press it, it will fire 2 paws instead of, I think it's 4 or 5. And then the shield will last for a short period of time. However, you'll be able to use the skill faster. If you look at the skill attributes here, you see here, the holding CD is 15 seconds, the press CD is 6 seconds, and the duration per claw is 2.3 seconds. So every time your claw hits, I hit 2 claws. When I just press it, I get almost a 5-second duration of my shield. If you hit the bigger shield, I obviously get a longer shield, but the shield can be broken, of course, depending how much damage you take. It depends again on the HP of Diona. Now, if you level the skill up, you'll get longer duration, more HP recovery, and of course, more damage. I mean, not HP recovery, but the stronger the shield is. That is the Icy Paws, and let's talk about the signature mix. When it comes to the signature mix, it throws a bottle of AoE, and it heals and it adds cryo effect. It is an amazing skill if you combine it with super conduct with Razor, for example, or other strong DPS like Beidou or Jinglang, who has a nice AoE also. So good combination you can do with her with both melt or super conduct. I go for the super conduct with Electro, but the skill is also based off her HP, the healing. The duration is always 12 seconds and the cooldown is 20. However, let me show you guys some gameplay of her and how she can help you guys in battles. Now for this showcase, I am going to be challenging floor 12, so you guys know she's the real deal. Again, she's C0, and I will show you how amazing she works basically in this. So let's go for this one. Now let me show you guys. So this is a full ice floor, cryo floor. I will show you guys how she can work in different other elements too. But look at the cryo floor right here. So it's gonna add a cryo effect, but me constantly giving shield, Razor is not gonna be taking any damage, nor is he gonna be getting knockbacks or any frozen abilities on him. So basically having the shield up is literally amazing for him. So what I like to do with Diona, instead of using her ult, what you want to do is you want to use her shield and then use her ult. That way you get the elemental particles back for her ultimate again, and you can pop it. Like, look at this. I can tank all of these hits from these cryo guys, and it doesn't affect Razor at all because of how strong the shield is. So you can just constantly either click the shield and get a small shield, or you can take the longer or larger shield. I prefer the bigger, longer shield if you hold the skill, because it gives you a longer shield that can take way more damage. So this is just example. Look at me. I'm just standing in all the red with the shield on. It works amazingly. So this is on cryo, but let me show you guys the shield when it comes to other elements. Now this is floor 12, so this is the hardest content. These enemies are over 95, I think. And the shield can literally tank everything, and it's perfect for Razor. He literally takes no damage at all with the shield. And when he does take damage, I'll always have the elemental burst to save him. Now let's go to let's see, Electro, or let's go to the fire one. And I'm gonna show you how amazing she works with other elements too. Now the same thing goes, obviously, when it comes to cryo, she will have a stronger shield, but it works just as good, or not just as good, but it works good with fire characters too. So again, shield on. Look at me, taking no damage at all. Literally can't deal damage to me while I have the shield on. It's so nice. And again, her ultimate is ready again. So what we're gonna do is use E, and by the time the elemental particle comes back, we'll get another heal. Look at that. Now, as you guys can see, the ultimate is adding that cryo effect on the enemies. If you look on the enemies on the left side, you see the debuff on him, the arrows pointing down. That's how long the debuff lasts. Now, this debuff, where they reduce their defenses, lasts for a long time, which will last out my Razor's ult if I have the ult, and even longer. I think it lasts over 20 seconds. So the debuff she puts with her ultimate is amazing, and adding the cryo effect with her elemental skill, anything, and having that shield is ridiculous. So that is my Diona showcase. I hope this was informative and you guys learned something new about Diona. She's super useful. I find her probably the top 2 best healers in the game, and works amazingly with my characters too. So if you want to make a setup with her, Razor is the way to go. If you don't have Razor, however, you can always go with Beidou is a good way to go. Jinglang is good. Ching is good. And then like heavy hitters like Diluc and Chongyu and Double Ice is also good. So her abilities work perfectly as a support character. Highly advise you guys do check her out or build her. Definitely worth it. Even if it's not your main team, build her in the second team for Spiral. Definitely, you guys will not regret it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.